A.F. Crow.
We're going to go to tonight's basketball contest between the Barren County and the Adair County Indians. First, let's stand. The gentlemen remove your hats as we have a sing our national anthem by Brianna Allen and Ariel Anderson.
Here in Adair County. Kind of caught us off guard a little bit, John.
Yeah, actually a duel. There's two.
Were there two down there? I couldn't tell.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I guess my hearing's going bad. Something like that. Now we'll get the starting lineups, the official lineups from their public address announcer here in Adair County. Barren County's down to our left in gray uniforms with burgundy numbers outlined in gold. Barren across the front of their jerseys. Adair County down to our right.
Looks like Adair may have a different starter, Jay. Looks like number 3 is starting.
Number 3, heavy Lucas Pooler. He's a freshman at 6 feet and averages 5 points a game.
I don't see a 0-0.
So he'll be starting instead of Simpson tonight.
Yep.
The officials for tonight's game, presented by Southern States of Glasgow and Horse Cave. One familiar face. You may know more than one, John, but we know one of them in particular, being Sarge Pollock.
Taylor County. Yep. He's a great guy. Helped coach at Campbellsville College there for a while with women, but he's coached a lot of things at Taylor County. Grew up. I was at Green while he was at Taylor. He's a really good guy.
Enjoyed working with him when broadcasted the games for Campbellsville University there. I did not coach a couple of years, at least one, I know.
Off inside the lane, and I mean, it's a stern lecture. I didn't really notice much this early.
Gavin Withrow on the point, sends it left side to Landon Key. Get his screen from Bandy. On the dribble, back over to Bandy, long range left. He'll send it back out to Griggs and around the horn over the right side to Withrow. Withrow bounces back to Griggs on the left side, trying to break into the lane. Had it smack loose, got it back though, gives it off to Withrow. 10-footer right side won't go. Tapped out by Key, chased down by Withrow. Here on the near side. He'll send it back over to Griggs. Griggs drives into the lane. Tosses it back out to Bandy as it was deflected up in the air. Bandy gets rid of it off to Niken. Goes baseline, splits the defenders, goes
Great
up on a
move.
shot and puts it in.
Yeah, that's a great baseline move, jump stop, and elevation that time by Mr. Niken.
And it's a 4-2 Barren County lead. Anthony Payne with it for Adair County. Right side, wing three, swish. That is 24. Starks.
Yeah, another sophomore. He played half of the first game in the JV game. Played the first half.
Three by Key, in and out. Rebound to Griggs. Gets rid of it off to Niken to the right side. Into the paint, whistle, traveling violation.
Guess they're going to get him on an extra jump stop. I think that's a little shaky. Yes, Starks hit 3 threes in the first half of the JV game and did not play the second half.
So Adair County with the basketball leading 5-4 after that three-pointer by Bryce Starks. 6'1" sophomore. And only averages 2.6 points a game. So he's met his average already. Here's another three-pointer. It is no good this time for Starks. Long rebound comes off the Withrow on the right side. And
oh my gosh. That may be.
Wow.
That's top. I'd be very concerned right now if I'm Warren, if I'm getting that call. They're going to call a push off on Gavin on the dribble about 80 feet away from the goal, and I don't think anybody in the gym saw that other than that official. And that was the same official that was giving the lecture underneath the goal.
There's a lob coming to the backcourt to Richardson, or rather to Payne, excuse me. Payne will send it up against Landon Key. Gets a screen out top, works it left side, wants to make a move, can't, cut off, gives it back out to Starks. Goes around to the horn to the right side, over to Richardson. Now working with it on the left is Pooler. He'll throw it up on the run. It comes off the rim. Hayden Niken with a rebound, pushing it down the floor for the Trojans. Goes to the basket. He'll put it up. It is good. And are they going to count it?
They're going to call it on the floor. And again, it's by the... Unfortunately, it's by that guy that called the foul on Gavin.
Yeah.
But he called that foul, and he was probably 50 feet away.
Right.
It wasn't even his call that time. Took away a basket by us.
Foul was on Richardson. Here's Withrow pulling the trigger for three. Rims off. Got a whistle and a foul.
And this will be called against Byron Corbin, his first team second.
Our same official.
He's called all of them, I think.
Yeah, he is.
No matter what part of the floor.
That's exactly right. There's no question who's in charge.
Griggs, left of the circle, over the withdraw, gives to Bandy, right wing. Bandy can't go. Withdraw back over to Griggs. Griggs trying to make a move into the paint. Long bounce pass right side corner, wide open three, no good for Key. The rebound taken by Richardson of Adair County.
You can't get a better look than that.
As Corbin may have got away with a walk there. Payne will set it up for Adair County. Still 5-4, Indians on top, 4:40 to go. First quarter. Pooler with it on the left side. Pooler against Griggs. Picks up this dribble, goes in the corner now as they work it up the baseline, dumps it back off. It's stolen away by Griggs. Griggs jumping in the passing lane. Here is Key for the layup good in the left hand.
That's a great pass that time who made that pass?
Griggs.
That was by Landon Key.
Landon Key
made the perfect pass that time.
As he got the layup there, 6-5 the score. Payne, spin move in the lane, falls backwards and puts it up and in. Nice fall away by Anthony Payne.
He was a good player for him last year as well.
Yeah. He's averaging about 20 points a game this year, leading scorer for Adair County. As Simpson, who is not in the game, is the second leading scorer for the Indians so far. They loop it back over to Griggs, jump stop in the lane, back over to Key, left wing three, bottom.
Again, that was a good pass that time by Griggs. Penetration to the lane and kick to Landon. And that layup by Landon oftentimes makes that three an easier shot. It's confidence putting the ball in the basket.
Good for Peoples Bank three-point shot. Peoples Bank in Glasgow working for you. Payne behind the back dribble. After Richardson. Richardson backs away the dribble now. 9-7, the Trojans on top. 3:23 to play here in the first. Pooler over the left side to Corbin. Corbin out in front of the Barren County bench on the left.
Not a lot going on offensively. It's pretty much a spread out and dribble penetration. Sometimes they'll get it off a little bit of a handoff, but not a lot of screening.
Right. Starks and then Pooler over the right side. It goes to Richardson. Almost stolen away by Bandy. Back to the left side is Starks. Starks dribbles across the lane. Back to the right wing. They try to make a spin move. A scoop shot up, no good. Foul going to be called. And they're going to put it on Aiden Niken.
Nope. It's going to be on. Yeah, they did.
No, they did.
I thought it was going to be on Gavin.
Well, that's his first, team second.
Yeah, I thought Gavin picked up his second.
At the line is Corbin. First one is good. He's hit 15 out of 16 from the foul line this season, so make it 16 out of 17. 9-8. Trojans by 1. Corbin going to try to tie it here with this free throw, and he hit it. 9-9 ball game, 2:51 to play, first period. Here in Columbia at Adair County. Griggs with the basketball, crosses midcourt, dribbling with the right hand. Now sends it left side over to Tay Pointer, who's in the ball game, 6-foot freshman. Aiden Niken back over to Griggs. Underneath it goes to Bandy. Bandy works inside, puts up the shot. Good. Tough shot.
And they're still in that diamond in one, box in one, and he nice job of finding the offensive rebound and putting it back in by Will.
11-9, Trojans on top. Richardson's got it out front for Adair County. Launches a long three that's no good. Rebound to Aiden Niken for the Trojans. Niken pulls up now, gives to Key, long range left. Trying to shovel it down and is stolen away. Try to go for the bounce pass to Bandy. They go right side with it. Down to the corner. Here's the three, but Payne is no good. Rebound claimed by Pointer. Into the front court, top of the key. Bounce pass off to Niken. Over in the corner, it's Key for a three. Bounces high off the rim. Richardson pulls it down on the rebound. Adair County back the other way. And they fell down with it. That was Starks. We got rid of it to Richardson. Back to Starks. Drives a baseline. Throws it up with the left hand. It's blocked. And Niken's got it for the Trojans. Niken down the middle. Off to Bandy. Goes underneath. Puts it up and in and draws a foul.
A great pass that time by Niken. He got the rebound and led the break. Had a 3-on-1 break and nice dish to Will and good finish by Will Bandy.
Foul is on Pooler. That is his first and Adair County's third of the half. We're going to timeout here. Called by Adair County. 30-second timeout. take a Coca-Cola timeout with 1:33 left in the first quarter. Barren County leads at 13-9 over Adair County. As we take a look at a Coca-Cola scoreboard. And after 3 periods of play in Tompkinsville, Allen County Scottsville leads Monroe County girls 59-44.
Not real surprising, to be honest with you. I think Monroe is by far the weakest team in the district. And Allen has won about 7 straight, I believe.
Glasgow leads South Warren girls after 3, 38-25. And let's see what else we got here. Metcalfe County, Lady Hornets 33, Clinton County 19 at halftime.
Metcalfe's having a really good year. They've not played for a while, but they've won 9-10 games, I believe. Good young guards, and the Harbison girls having a big year inside.
Here's Bandy's free throw. It's off the front of the rim. Harbison had the rebound and it got knocked loose. He's going to be called for the foul as he fouls D.J. Brown. Michael Harbison, a 6'3", 175 senior. His first personal, number 3 on the Trojans. That was the first free throw shot for the Trojans here in the ball game so far with 1.5 minutes to go. First period.
Tyler Bush into the game for Will Bandy.
6'1" junior, averages 5 points, 4.5 boards a game. As Pooler working against Pointer. Right side is Payne in the lane. Spins around, gives it off the right side corner. 3 in the air is coming off. Rebounded Tyler Bush. Bush in the middle of the floor, off to Niken. Pulls up, 8-foot jumper. No, way off the mark. Batted up in the air and out of bounds. And they're going to give it to Adair County.
Yeah. Aiden did everything right to make it. He went up with good balance, but shot it way too hard.
Pooler with a basketball for Adair County. Drives around Pointer. Goes to the floater in the lane. It's not going to count. Should be an offensive foul. And it is. And it will be on Pooler, and that's number 2 on the freshman.
Yeah, give that to Tyler Bush, doing a good job of stepping in there and taking the charge. It's one of the things that Coach Cunningham's teams traditionally have done year in, year out. Take charges.
Barren County JV girls win tonight 40-36 over Christian County. Varsity game will start in a few minutes. Here's a lob to Niken, who puts it in.
It's a great little set they
nice
put
pass
in.
To Withrow.
Yeah, good pass from Withrow. They put that set in this year. And nice pass, nice finish by Niken.
15-9, Trojans' largest lead. DJ Brown hands it off to Payne, right of the lane, and a whistle. Foul is on
Niken.
Niken, that's number 2.
Yeah, that's a tough foul right there. You'll have to come out.
Notice the outside official called that, and then the official underneath wanted to make sure he called it like he did. DJ Brown to toss it in for Adair County. Right side of the bucket, goes way into the backcourt. And that is to Simpson, who's checked in the ball game now. Jordan Simpson, who averages 13.4 points a game. Pooler stays on the floor with 2 fouls. Comes out to Brown as Adair County spreads the floor out. 16 seconds to play in the first. Down to 10. Gets rid of it off to Payne. Payne's going to go one-on-one, pull-up jumper, top of the key. Good, and it's going to be a 3. That'll do it for the first quarter. After 1 in Columbia, it's the Trojans 15. The Indians of Adair County 12 will return after this break. You're following Barren County Sports on 103.7 Nash Icon. Jay Turner with John Butler back in Columbia. The Trojans leading Adair County 15-12. We start the second period. Brought to you by A.F. Crow and Son Funeral Home. Reminding everyone, please don't text and drive. Trojans 15, the Indians 12.
Thought we played well the first quarter.
Yeah.
That was a tough shot to give up at the end of the first quarter, but I don't really know what you could do. It's just a pull-up three that was contested by Payne.
And there was some disagreement over that being a three-point shot.
I thought that was my instinct. My instinct was he was on the line, but there's no replay in high school.
Yeah. Not much you can do about that. Here is Brown giving it off to Pooler. Barren County in the zone.
Yeah, he switched to a 3-2 zone.
And it's Payne, long distance three. They're going to get a foul.
And that's the right call, too. It's going to be on Michael
Harbison, his second, team's fifth.
Yeah, he was contesting a three, and you want to contest, but you don't want to foul a three-point shooter if it's possible, and he did make body contact with him.
Looking at Payne's free throw stats, 51 of 56 on the season, and that one's good for point number 8.
Yeah, that'll put you in the top, probably 10 in the state.
And 91.1%. Second of three is good. Makes it 15-13. Mason Griggs in for Michael Harbison for the Trojans. Payne back of the line for his third free throw attempt. And it's on the way, and it comes off. Rebound to Will Bandy. Rare miss for Anthony Payne.
And they're back to a diamond and one on Bandy.
Griggs bounce pass to Pointer. Over to Withrow, backdoor pass, intended for Griggs. He dropped it underneath and got surrounded by three defenders, but came out of there with it anyway. Griggs, Pointer, and traveling on Pointer. So Adair County will get the basketball with 7:10 to go here in the second quarter. Pooler with it out front for the Indians. Right side over to Brown. Back in the corner to Pooler. Back to Brown. No look pass inside there. Pump fake. Here's a shot going up way off the mark. Didn't draw iron by Richardson. Knocked out of bounds. Trojans ball.
Yeah, that's normally where you don't want the ball to go, especially against the 3-2 zone, the middle. And Richardson had a wide open 5-footer, and he missed it long and right.
Yep. Withrow out to Griggs. Griggs gets a screen for Bush. Bounce pass right side. Pointer pulls the trigger. Got it.
Well, he shot it out extremely well in the JV game, and he continues that hot streak. Another three.
People's Bank three for the freshman, Tay Pointer. Trojans lead at 18-14 over Adair. Brown with it on the right side. Looking for Payne. Payne comes out to get the pass out front. Over the left side, Pooler. Back over to Brown. Brown's going to fire up a long three that is no good. Crashing aboard is Tyler Bush. Bush into the front court, switches over the left side to Pointer. Pointer splits the defenders. Underneath, here's Withrow in the corner. Bandy for a three. It's no good. And the ball tips out. Bush grabs it. Bush in traffic. Trying to go up, and a jump ball as Brown reached in to tie it up. Barren will get it on the alternating possession.
We got a couple good offensive rebounds that possession that time, and good ball movement, just missed the shot.
Tay Pointer will toss it in for the Trojans. Comes out to Bandy. He'll send it to Withrow. Withrow goes left side, poked away, and Payne saves it in bounds. No. The Trojans will get it back. 5:56 to go here in the first half.
You don't see a lot of, at this time of year, a lot of boxing chasers or diamond and ones. It's not something that you normally see, especially when you're playing out of region.
Right.
So this is probably good for us, to be honest with you, to play against something this time of year.
Withrow around the top of the key, drives into traffic, bounce pass underneath the bush. He puts it up and in.
Great pass that time by Gavin. Got in the middle of that zone, and that zone is spread out, especially on this chaser.
Right.
And made a nice dump down on the baseline to Tyler Bush.
20-14, Trojans by 6. Goes in the corner to Pooler. He'll give it out to Payne. Cross-court pass over to Brown. Brown holding it high above his head. Back in the corner to Payne. They go down to the baseline. Back out now. Here's another long three that misses everything, and it goes out of bounds.
Tell you what, that's DJ Brown must be a decent shooter because he has launched a couple from deep. I've not made one yet.
He averages 2.7 points coming off the bench. And Withrow Getting instructions from Coach Warren Cunningham. Left side it goes to Griggs. He's picked up his dribble. Cross-court pass over to Pointer. Pointer bounces down low there to Bandy. Bandy trying to muscle his way, but you got double team. Back to Pointer. Pointer bounce pass out to Bush, and a traveling violation.
Yep, that's 3 of those we've had tonight, and that was the right call.
Number 23, Byron Corbin, comes in to replace Anthony Payne for Coach Darren Breeze's team.
Yeah, so we make a little run. It's 20-14, up 6, and they just took out Payne, by far their best player.
Yep. Trojans go back to 3-2 zone, or 1-2-2, however you want to look at it. Left side it comes, and down inside, a little pump fake, trying to go up against Bandy. It's going to be Richardson, and he's fouled.
Yeah, that's too easy. 3-2 zone, the weakness is in the middle, but you don't want it deep middle, and that was a direct pass basically to the block, and that's just miscommunication.
And Richardson's a really good free throw shooter, too. 17 of 19 on the season. First one, no good.
Good. You put the old jinx on him, Joe.
Well, they've missed 2 in a row now.
Payne back in. He was out for about 10 seconds.
Landon Key back in for the Trojans, replacing Mason Griggs. 4:44 to go, first half. Barren County with a 6-point lead, 20-14. As Richardson puts up the second free throw shot, and he hit that one. His first point of the game.
A little pressure this time by the Indians. Like a diamond, 1-2-1 press.
1-2-1-1, yeah. Goes over to Pointer on the left side. Pointer waits and gives to Bush, top of the key. Bush driving and throws up a wild shot, but does get fouled. And it's on. That's 3 on Cooler. He'll have to come out.
Yep, that was 3 on him.
Team's 5th, and he'll be replaced by Bryce Starks. Comes out to Bandy on the right side with throw. Pointer, 3-pointer, got it.
That is what we used to call America's play. Everybody in the country usually runs that out-of-bounds play. It's a screen for the inbounder.
It's 2 in a row for Pointer in this quarter. Payne driving the baseline, collides with Key and an offensive foul.
Excellent play that time by Landon Key. That time just sliding in there, taking a charge. It's our second charge that we've taken.
Payne trying to plead his case there.
That was an excellent call that time. He was sitting there waiting for him.
23-15 Barren. Pressure is on by Adair County. Ball comes into Withrow. He'll set it up court now to Pointer on the left side. Pointer heads toward the middle. Bounce pass goes off the foot of one of the Adair County defenders, and Trojans will keep it.
So if we can score again on the inbounds, we've scored almost every time we've taken the ball out underneath the basket.
Comes out to Key on the right side. Here's Withrow right of the circle into Bandy.
There's another one.
Scoop shot off the left side. Good.
Yeah, the player that you have to watch always on inbounds play is the person that took it out. And that time it was Will, and he got another little rub screen. We scored the first play of the game that way, too, off of the inbounds play.
8 points for Will Bandy. Barren County has their largest lead of the ball game at 25-15.
You know, sometimes it's you'll see this, and it's actually the road team, which is us, that actually is playing with more energy than Adair County. Adair County has a good crowd here, but it's not much going on over there. You know, a student section and band, and just not a lot of energy from the Adair County part. Right now, we've got the momentum and energy.
A couple of final scores in, well, actually one. Glasgow girls beat South Warren tonight 46-34.
Good win.
Allen County, Scottsville 65, Monroe County 50 with 5 minutes left in the game. And Metcalfe County girls 55, Clinton County 32 after 3. The Barren County Trojanette game with Christian County just now underway. Payne with it on the right side for Adair County. They go down to the corner. Jackal of 3 is partially blocked by Bandy. Bush, lead pass up to Withrow, lays it up and in.
Good pass that time by Tyler Bush. That wasn't easy. Hit Gavin streaking down the floor, and nice pass and finish by Gavin.
27-15. Barren stretches the lead out to a dozen. They go down the corner, knocked away by Bush, out of bounds in the Barren County bench. DJ Brown checking back into the Adair County lineup. He'll come in for Colton Feast, who just checked in for a minute, a 5'9" 8th grader.
Don't see that a lot in boys basketball, do you?
Brown with it on the left side. No-look pass, and Bandy just jumped right in the lane in front of Richardson. Bandy giving it out to Withrow.
And they have gone man-to-man for the first time tonight. I think Coach is trying to create a little bit of energy right here.
Withrow backdoor pass. Here's Pointer. Put it up too strong, but it gets fouled by Richardson.
Again, that's the old clear-out play that Barren runs so well. Good pass by Gavin, and we took advantage of Adair County's A, aggressiveness, and B, I don't think they play a lot of man-to-man. 2 on Richardson now, 7 on the Indians here in the first half. Tay Pointer at the line. Free throw goes up and in. He's got a great free throw stroke.
7 points for Tay Pointer in this quarter. 2 back-to-back threes. Makes it 28-15 Trojans. And that one's going to come off. Brown with the rebound.
I think I put the old jinx on him.
Anthony Payne giving it out to Brown. Brown penetrating. Throws it off the left side. That'll be an offensive foul. Pointer taking the charge on that one.
That's our third charge we've taken. Another good call. Just an out-of-control player going down the middle of the lane.
Number 8 on the Indians here in the first half. 2:50 to go before halftime. Trojans up by 13, 28-15. Withrow handles it out front against Payne. Works left side, picks up his dribble. It's deflected, and what do we got? Foul away from the ball. Got a holding foul on 24. That's Starks, his first, team's 9th.
Yeah, holding Will Bandy. He's been the one that's been the chaser on Will Bandy. That time I think they were man-to-man.
Bandy puts it up, and it drops in.
Soft rims. They like to shoot here, Jay.
I would love it.
They look like they've been properly bent as well.
I can tell. It looks like this one down here has been bent more than the other one.
Yes.
Bandy hits both of them. 10 points on the night, 30-15. Trojans have it doubled up on Adair County. As Corbin handles the basketball out front. Barren County 1-2-2 zone or 3-2. And Payne throws it cross-court over to Brown. Brown on the left wing. Back in the corner, Payne. He'll pull the trigger for a 3. It's good. His second tray of the game.
Yeah, he's been the only one that's really shown a whole lot of offensive life tonight.
He's got 12. Adair County's 18.
And that's the right call.
Traveling violation.
I believe that was correct. That's the official that kind of questioned some of his calls. I thought that was the correct one. That's our 4th travel.
Indians with the basketball. Anthony Payne. Off to Corbin. And now to Brown. Back out to Corbin. Back to Brown on the left side. He'll send it over to Payne. Payne sends it back to Brown. Looking inside for Richardson. He's got it in the lane. Kicks around the perimeter. Here's a jump shot. 15-footer right side. Good for Anthony Payne.
He's feeling it right now. Giving 14 out of the 20.
Minute 40 left in the half. Barren up by 10. 30-20. Mason Griggs handles the basketball. Got Griggs, Pointer, Bandy, Bush, Key on the court. Bandy in the lane. Trying to go up with a shot. He's fouled.
That may be. Is that 4? Is that 3 on Starks as well?
I have it for 2 unless I missed one.
All right.
That'll be 2, and that's 10 on the Indians in the first half. Will Bandy at the line. Shot comes up short. He'll get one more.
Hester and Withrow in the game. I think this is Hester's first appearance of the night.
5'11 junior. 30-20, a minute 27 left before the break. Bandy puts it up and in. That's his 11th point of the half. 31-20. Payne out of the right side. Gives it down in the corner. They go into Richardson. Bounce pass. Ooh, there's a collision, but no call. Payne, spin move. Trying to wrap around pass, and it's back in the corner to Payne for 3, and it's off the mark. And Bush is fouled on the rebound. As
kind of technical too by our official. The guy that's the take charge guy is also called it's going to be a foul over the back on Adair, and it's going to be a technical, I think, on 35, and it's Tyler Bush. So they called the technical on Bush. Yep.
The foul was on
Corbin, I believe.
Is it Corbin? Okay.
Yeah.
Second.
Byron Corbin.
So
yeah, Tyler should have the free throws.
Tyler Bush will have the free throws. He was the one fouled as Corbin came over his back. So he'll have 2 shots as Trojans into double bonus here.
I've not seen this official before. He's definitely a take charge guy. Kind of looks like a former military guy.
Yep.
To be honest with you, but he has been. He started the game with a pretty good lecture after about 30 seconds.
Bush hits both free throws to extend the lead to 33-20.
But I'm not saying he's wrong. The only call I saw that was wrong was the first one on Gavin. I'm not saying he's wrong, but he's definitely in charge of the game.
Yeah, and he reminds me. You know who he reminds me of?
Who?
Colonel Scott Walker.
He looks kind of like Kermit.
Yeah. Kind of has the frame. Shot goes up, no good for Payne on the technical free throw. He'll get one more. 33-20, and he hits that one, make it 33-21. So Adair County will have the ball with 1:07 to go before halftime. And Payne will toss it in as it comes into Kai Burton, who's in the ball game, a 5'11 junior, number 4. First time on the court tonight for Coach Darren Breeze. Burton stops, sends it back left side. Payne for 3. Swish.
And that's the one kid that we just cannot leave. I mean, he's carrying them right now.
33-24. Here's Withrow with 40 seconds to go. Out to Griggs, gets a screen from Bandy. Dribbles right, reverses back left. Bounces back out front near the timeline to Withrow. 32 seconds to play. Hester bounces back out to Griggs, finds an opening. Back to Hester in the corner. 3 in the air. Good.
Glad that went in. I kind of thought we were holding for one shot, but we had a wide open 3, and Hester, he knocked down one in the JV game as well.
Peoples Bank 3-point shot for Caleb Hester.
Just don't want number 10, Anthony Payne, taking the last shot.
And there's a long 3. Starks from downtown Columbia. And that will do it for the first half. And here at halftime, Barren County leads 36-27 over Adair County. We'll come back with a halftime report brought to you by Southern States of Glasgow and Horse Cave. You're following Barren County Sports on 103.7 Nash Icon. first district game. Barren County and Glasgow both have lost one, at least one. So,
boys are
going to be interesting to see how that comes out.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it truly matters. A real weak team in the boys. I think anybody that you have to play in boys, I think you'd be concerned with.
It could possibly be the first time, and I don't know, maybe ever, that a 4 seed wins the tournament.
It wouldn't surprise me.
I mean, 4 have beaten the 1, but very seldom do they. All right, Trojans up by 9. It's going to be Adair County's basketball. Barren County had 6 fouls in the first half. Indians had 11. Niken was in foul trouble early, but he's back on the court to play the second half. Pooler's got it, and he's playing with 3 fouls. We got a whistle away from the ball. And a foul on 24, Starks. That's 3 on Starks. So Pooler with 3, now Starks with 3.
That's by our same official, and again, that was completely away from the ball. And he's made several of those, and they're back into a diamond and 1 on Bandy.
And Griggs has got it right side corner to Withrow. Back to Griggs. Back to Withrow. Going to fire it up out of the corner for 3. It is no good. And trying to get the offensive rebound was Niken. Lost it out of bounds. Adair County's ball.
Yeah, that's a good shot. That's a shot you're going to get against a diamond and 1. Diamond 1 is similar to a 3-2 zone in the sense that your shots oftentimes will either be in the middle of the lane or the corners.
Yeah. Corbin into Pooler in the corner. Back to Corbin. Around the perimeter. Left side. Here's a 3. That's no good for Payne. Rebounded there by Withrow. Left side up to Key. Stops, gives it back to Withrow. Right side to Niken. Back to Withrow. Left corner. Key for 3. Good.
Same place, just the opposite corner that time. Good pass that time by Gavin. Nice job by Landon knocking his 3 down. That's his second 3.
8 points for Landon Key on the People's Bank 3-point shot. Cross-court pass the corner. Here's it up the baseline. It's going to be good. Crashed into Niken coming down, but that was 23 Corlin getting the bucket. His first field goal of the game. 10-point lead for the Trojans at 39-29.
They've just switched out of their diamond into looks like a 2-3 zone.
And Griggs cut off, bounces back out to Bandy, and traveling.
I think those are right calls. That's 5 of those where we are taking off, and you got to keep your pivot foot still before you put the dribble down. I think that's the right call.
So Pooler will handle the basketball for Adair County. Pooler and Starks both with 3 fouls. Payne with it on the left wing. Payne in the corner. Pooler fires for 3. No. Rebound to Griggs. Lead pass up to Withrow. Withrow off the glass. It's too strong. Bandy. Ooh, they're going to call Bandy with a foul over the back. Uh-oh. Technical.
It's our second technical. And Will did not say anything, but I thought the call against him was wrong. They called an over the back by a back official, and it didn't even look close. Looked like it went straight up, but then Will threw the ball up, and it went over the backboard. And the guy that's called the first technical called the second one.
So now that's going to be 3 on Will Bandy.
Yeah, he goes
personal
back.
And the technical.
Yeah, that's a big call. I thought that the over-the-back call was not right. I can understand the technical. You know, when you throw the ball up like that and goes over the backboard, you're risking that, especially with this guy. Really, I mean, you can't get anything past him at all.
Yeah. Corbin hits both technical shots for Adair County. It's 4 out of 4. Now it's a 39-31 ball game, and the Indians will have the ball. It comes into Pooler. Barren County zone. 3-2. Right side Payne in the corner. They work it up the baseline. In the corner, left side. It is going to be good.
It's a 5-point possession.
That's Starks. Was that Starks that hit it?
Yep.
24.
5-point possession right there. 2 on the technical, the free throw, and then the 3. And that knocks, we was up 12. Now it's suddenly down to 5.
3 threes for Bryce Starks, and it's 39-34 now as we take a Coca-Cola timeout. So again, on the scoreboard tonight, Allen County Scottsville boys beat Monroe 81-69. Thought it was high scoring for some reason for it to be a girls' game. The boys played first. And still no score on the Trojanettes in Christian County.
And that's consistent with how Allen has scored all year. They've been in the 70s and 80s all year, so that score makes sense to me.
I think we'll be getting a first quarter score from Christian County here in a little bit.
We need a basket right here to kind of stem this momentum. Now they've shifted to a 1-3-1. I've never seen so many defenses played in a...
Throwing them out there. Withrow. Over to Griggs. Griggs trying to split the defenders. Gives in there to Niken. Goes in for the dunk.
Holy cow. He caught that at the free throw line. Took one dribble and two-hand stuff. And no technical either, by the way. That's impressive.
That'll be a highlight on the BCHS live video. There's a no-look pass inside, and it's blocked from behind by Harbison. Niken's got it for the Trojans. Niken trying to split the defenders, and we're getting a foul called against Adair County.
Yeah, it's going to be on the floor right there. Got a good block. It looked like it's Harbison that probably got the block, and then Niken again. He's so good in open court. He got fouled before he could go up for the shot.
Foul was on Corbin, his third. So now 3 players with 3 fouls. And now we got a whistle before the inbounds.
It'll be on number 5 on the body check. Devin Richardson.
That's 3 on it.
Yeah,
so now 4 Indians with 3 fouls.
You used to be able to do that, stop your momentum from going through the lane.
Comes out to Harbison, now to Griggs, around to the right side. Gives to Niken, wants to go baseline against Richardson. Spin move, shot goes up, it's in there.
Tough shot. That's a very tough shot. Spin move, elevation on the baseline.
Aiden Niken with 8. 43-34. It's back up to 9 for the Trojans. Adair County with the basketball, trying to see. They got 0-0 Simpson back in there now from Coach Darren Breeze. Anthony Payne going one-on-one with Griggs, and
wow,
that's a foul.
It's going to be on Griggs. Trying to guard Payne.
His first, team's first of the second half. And Adair County's ball, right baseline. Comes out deep on the near side to Starks. 3 out of the corner, good. That's Corbin knocking it down. That is number 7 of the night for the Indians. 43-37. Griggs left side, Withrow. Withrow, one dribble, back to Griggs to the right. He wants to penetrate, spin move. Goes up with a shot and banked it in off the window.
I'll tell you what, back-to-back tough shots by our 2 freshmen that are in the game right now, Griggs and Niken.
And Griggs with the People's Bank shot. 45-37, Trojans by 8.
He's also been assigned Anthony Payne, their best player.
And it is Simpson with it, giving it off to Richardson. Left side over to Payne. Now throws it back out. He looked like he was going to shoot it there. Goes back in the corner. It's Richardson. He'll throw it back out front to Payne. Now Payne goes to the near side to Simpson. Simpson looking. Still looking. Got Key on him. Bounce it back out front to Corbin. Corbin out near the midcourt stripe against Gavin Withrow. In between the circles now. Now wants to drive with it. Spin move. Pump fake. Shot up. Good.
Just a complete isolation that time. Just kind of clear out and made a tough shot in the lane.
45-39. Harbison over to Withrow. Bounce pass in the corner to Niken. Niken brings it back out to Withrow. Now to Griggs in the corner to Harbison to the left-hand side. Cross-court pass back out to Withrow and around the perimeter. Key for a 3. No. Harbison trying to get the offensive board. Niken picks it back up. He'll go back up. The shot. Oh, they're not going to count it?
Yeah. Good hustle that time by Harbison and Niken that time getting the offensive rebound. They're going to call the foul on the floor. I can see that. I can see that going either way. We didn't get it that time.
That'll be Richardson's 4th personal. As Harbison gives it behind him to Withrow. Withrow dumps it in there to Niken. Dumps it in to Harbison. He puts it in.
Great pass by Niken. Coming off that curl, went up, and then just dumped it down to Michael Harbison.
47-39. Trojans with an 8-point lead. 2:58 to play here in the third. Around Down the perimeter to the left. Richardson, he stays on the floor with those 4 fouls. Wants to drive with it. Leaves it off to Simpson. And now back over the left side. They give it to Starks. Back out to Corbin. Corbin now gives to Richardson. Long distance 3. No. Rebound to Harvest into the lane. Off to Withrow. He'll give it over to Griggs in the corner. Key. Bounce pass back to Griggs. Over to Withrow. Trying to penetrate into the lane. And they reach in to tie it up. Possession arrow back to the Trojans.
Got another inbounds play. I don't know what our percentage of scoring, but it's high on these inbound plays.
Withrow will toss it in, left to the basket. Into Niken. Trying to go up with a shot. It's blocked. Looked like he might get a foul there, but didn't get it. And here's a pass going underneath to Payne. He'll throw it back out to Richardson. Over to Simpson. Takes the 3 and jumps it off in the corner. Going up the baseline. Double team. Back out to Richardson. Richardson leaves it in the corner and had to bobbled it. Lost the handle. And then Richardson looked like he lost it out of bounds, but Darren Breeze called a timeout.
Well, I didn't see anybody having the ball that time.
So Adair County gets the timeout with 1:57 to play here in the third quarter. Barren County 47, Adair County 39. And let's see if we got any other scores here.
Have a Barren Christian County score yet?
Don't have anything. I would imagine the first quarter would be close to being over.
I would think so.
7:47. Let's see if I can get somebody to text me a first quarter score.
You know anybody that's at the game?
Oh, a couple.
It's a long drive.
A couple of people, yeah.
It's a long drive. Christian County is, they've had good girls teams in the past. They've had not so good team. They had a really good team last year, and I think they're kind of right around that 500 mark. They played a pretty good schedule. They went to I think they went to that tournament in Bullitt East, and that's a good tournament over the holidays. So it won't be an easy game on the road. I expect us to play a lot better than we played the last time we played Glasgow.
Yep. Be at Warren Central tomorrow night. Girls game at 6. Boys game about 7:30 or so. 5:45. Airtime on the radio. Monday night, girls at Thomas Nelson. We'll be on there at 5:15. And Tuesday, we host Warren East. Adair County with the basketball. Here's Richardson right of the key. Bringing it back out. Now he'll throw it left side over to Simpson. Simpson on the dribble. Getting a screen there from Richardson. Wants to drive right of the lane. He drug the pivot foot. Shot goes up and in. Simpson's first 2 of the game. 47-41. Trojans lead is 6. And they're going to call it. The official is in midcourt. The other official is behind Niken. They call Niken with a travel.
Yeah, that is our 6th travel. We don't have a lot of turnovers, but just every one of them has been a travel. Lead is at 6.
Adair County's ball underneath to the left. Still looking. They toss it out deep on the left side. Simpson's got it now out front. Simpson against Landon Key one-on-one. Spin move. Jumps it off underneath to Richardson. Pump fake. Puts it up and in.
Yeah, they're just clearing us out and going one-on-one and either creating a shot or a dump down right now.
Here's a steal. Turnover by Barren. Almost stolen back, and it is. Bush trying to go for it. He'll send it up court to Niken. Niken had it swatted away and out of bounds.
Looks like a foul, too. No call.
Yep. He got bumped.
And we've allowed Adair County's crowd to get back in the game as well. It's the first time they've kind of been energized. Closest it's been for a while, down to 4.
Yeah. 1:09 left in the third quarter. Withrow underneath to Niken. He got hammered. And then out of bounds off of Adair County.
Like to see Niken, Aiton just go up there and stuff that one.
Withrow in the corner to Tay Pointer. He's trapped. Trying to dribble out of it. Tripping foul. Charge to number 24. That's Starks, his 4th.
That's a big foul right there. He shot the ball real well tonight.
So Starks with 4, Richardson with 4, Pooler with 3, Corbin with 3. Corner will toss it in left baseline. Comes into Niken. Out to Withrow. Withrow looking inside. It's Niken in traffic. Over to Bush. 15-footer. No. Rebound long. Loose ball picked up behind the back dribble. Here comes Payne all the way to the bucket. Had it swatted away by Bush. A foul.
Yeah, that should be, if the technical was on Bush earlier, that could have easily been a technical on Payne that time because he mouthed back after that foul. And I think that's what our bench is wanting right there. If you want to be consistent, that should have been a T on Adair County. That was just a good foul that time by Tyler.
Payne hits the free throw for his 19th point. Now the lead is 3 for the Trojans at 47-44. Payne puts this one up. It's good again. Now what we got?
Going to be a lane violation on 0-0 by our official who has to make every key call tonight.
Bush will toss it in. It comes into Withrow. Up court corner. Crossover dribble off to Niken. And there's going to be an offensive foul on Niken.
That's the right call, too. Now they jumped to this diamond press, and all it's done is it's speed us up that time, and that was the right call. So now we've got to survive the rest of this quarter without Bandy and Niken, who both now have three. Well, they put 4 on the board for Niken.
It's supposed to be 3.
Now they've just corrected the 3. Again, they've got to spread out right here. We got to do a pretty good job of help side defense right here because Anthony Payne will go one-on-one right now to the hole.
The corner out guarding Payne. Leaves it off with Burton, who's checked back in. Down to 20 seconds left.
I'd like to see us just back off to the three-point line right there, and that may stop the penetration.
Bounce pass off to Simpson. He'll bring it back out. 10 seconds left in the quarter. Simpson. Bounce pass right side. Driving to the bucket. Layup good for Corbin. 47-46. That'll do it for the third quarter. Barren County with a 1-point lead over Adair County. We'll come back with the fourth quarter after this break. You're following Barren County Sports on 103.7 Nash Icon. Well, we're back in Columbia at Adair County. The fourth quarter brought to you by Southern States of Glasgow and Horse Cave. Trojans got outscored 19-11 in that third period, and 11 of those 19 came from Byron Corbin.
Yeah, and dribble penetration has killed us, too. They have just got any shot they wanted just by dribbling by us, and I think it's a good move. We should switch back to a 3-2 zone, and that should stop some of that penetration.
They go left side with it. Back in the corner. Here's a three-pointer in the air. Good. Ty Burton.
Probably the first lead of the game.
First points of the game for him, and that is the 8th three-point shot for Adair County. 49-47, Indians on top. 7:36 to play. Withrow brings it back out front. Withrow sends it over to Griggs on the right side. Down in the corner to Bandy. Bandy cross-court pass to Key. Out to Withrow. 3 in the air. Got it.
Big 3 right there by Gavin. And that is their, they switched to a 1-2-2 zone.
And it's 50-49. They haven't put it up on the board yet. Yeah, they do. Payne with it on the right wing, down to the corner. It goes to Corbin. Corbin heads and dumps it back off of the baseline to Simpson. He'll fire away, and he hit it. Simpson with his second bucket of the ball game. Seesaw back and forth lead, 51-50 Adair County. Niken, bounce pass right to Key, back to Niken. Try to go into Bandy. Broken up in there, loose ball. Adair County comes up with it off the turnover.
It's just an unforced turnover.
And Payne with the basketball for the Indians. And Payne being patient with the ball. Goes one-on-one against Withrow. Spin move in the lane. Puts it up. It is good.
Yeah, they drew us out of that time of the 3-2 zone. They were just going to hold it, so we really didn't have a choice. Came out and tried to pick him up, and that's what Payne does well.
53-50. Niken splits the defenders and threw it off in the corner, but it was deflected out of bounds. Trojans had a 9-point lead at halftime. Now trail by 3. 6 minutes to play. Withrow into Niken on the left side. Niken back in the corner to Withrow. He'll circle it out. Goes to Griggs on the right. Key with it. Dumps it down in there to Bandy. Trying to go up. Had it smacked out of his hands and out of bounds.
Yeah, that's where we want it right there. Will got off to such a good start to the game, and then that second foul and then the technical kind of has taken him out of the game.
In the corner is Griggs to the left-hand side. Circles out, gives it to Key. Back to Griggs. Withrow, right side over to Key. Back in the corner to Withrow. Looking for Bandy. It's tipped away, picked off. I'd say he stepped on the inline. But didn't get the call. Anthony Payne with it for Adair County.
It's just a 1-4 flat with Payne. May want to send somebody up and may help Mason Briggs trap him.
And Payne throws it off and kicks it back out to Simpson. Out to Payne in between the circles. 5:12 to go in the ball game. Adair County by 3. Payne against Griggs. Crossover, back and forth. Pull-up jumper, 15. No. Popped out. Bandy taps it out. Griggs has got it. Gives it to Withrow. Withrow back out the right side. Niken in the corner to Key. And it's picked off. Bad pass on the other end. Here's Simpson laying it up and in.
It's a sloppy pass that time. And the wheels have kind of fallen off right here. You know, all the momentum shifted in that third quarter, you know, with the technical and among other things. And we were very, very comfortable and playing extremely well in the first half. And now it's kind of frustrating, to say the least. And we just have a hard time keeping them in front of us. And then we've gotten sloppy with the ball. And I don't know what the turnover mark is. It was very reasonable one time, but we've made several turnovers, not making any shots because we're turning the ball over. And right now, Adair has all the momentum.
4:49 left, 55-50 Adair County. And let's see what we got here on some scores on the Coca-Cola scoreboard. 4:53 to go in the half. Barren County leads Christian County 20-16.
Okay, that's good.
And South Warren leads Glasgow boys 16-8 after one period.
That's a little surprising.
And I believe that's all I have so far. Nothing on Metcalf, Clinton, or Monroe and Allen County, Scottsville. Girls, since they're playing the second game tonight. They must have had homecoming over there or something. Well, Trojans are down 5. The inbounds pass comes to Withrow. Withrow left side over to Griggs. Bandy's setting a screen for her. Niken over to Withrow, getting a screen from Pointer. Back to Griggs, gives to Niken. Niken working it down, back to Bandy for a three-pointer, no good. Had it up in the air, and it's going to be off of Barren.
That time they shifted to a triangle and 2. I've never seen so many defensive plays in one game.
Payne with the basketball. It's Barren County to 1-2-2. Half-court trap. They trap the ball here on the near side. They get rid of it to Simpson. Throwing out to Payne on the left. Over to Richardson. Now Richardson. That's knocked away. Withrow had it for a moment. Got it. He's going to take it to the basket. Lays it up. Missed it. Rebound to Griggs. Hands it in there to Pointer. Off to Bandy. Pump fake. Trying to go up and he's fouled.
Use the backboard.
Good defensive switch that time by Coach Cunningham, going to that little 1-2-2 half-court trap, and we got the trap and got the steal, but Gavin just missed the shot. Good hustle by Will Bandy on the follow-up.
That was on Burton, his first. Bandy's free throw off the front of the iron.
Will's normally a very good free throw shooter.
78%.
And he's struggling tonight.
It's only 50% tonight, 3 of 6. Full timeout by Adair County with 4:01 to go. Barren County trailing 55-50. And looking at free throws, Barren now 6 of 10. That was only the first free throw of the second half.
Yeah, they have clearly outshot us from the line, even though in the first half, I think the fouls were like 11-6.
Yeah.
But there have been 2 technicals called on Barren County players in the second half as well. And Adair has been at the line quite more frequently than we have.
Anthony Payne leading the way for Adair County. 21 points. He had 18 in the first half, though. But Corbin was the one that lit it up in the third quarter, scoring 11 of his 13.
Yeah, he just kind of almost switched roles there with Corbin, the senior. Did not do much at all the first half, and Payne did everything. And now it's been Corbin. But I have a funny feeling late in this game it's going to be Anthony Payne because he's going to have the ball in his hands. We need to make this shot where we can set up. Not only do we need the point to start to catch up, but we need to be able to set up this kind of this 1-2-2 half-court trap.
Will Bandy will go back to the free throw line for one more. He hasn't scored here in the second half. Of course, got in foul trouble. Barren County only 6 buckets here in the second half. 2 of those 3-point shots. Bandy's toss is short again. 3 for 7 from the line. 3:55 to play. Trojans down by 5. And Payne's got it out front. Holding the basketball out there near midcourt. Now puts down the dribble. Gets rid of it to Burton. Burton comes back to, that should have been a traveling violation. Richardson's got it. He's trapped. Back out to Burton. Now Burton wants to drive. He's cut off. And in the middle, here's Simpson. Goes underneath, and here's a shot. No good. They'll get a foul on the Trojans.
It's going to be on Griggs.
Number 2 on Mason Griggs. 6 on the Trojans.
They kind of got us in a tough spot where our weakness defensively is guarding the ball. And their strength is basically penetrating and taking it to the rim. And right now, when you're down 6 and they've got you spread out, you have to come get them. And that's opening up some easy driving lanes for them.
Missed the second one. Bandy with the rebound, gives to Griggs. Now Withrow. Trojans need a bucket here. 3:20 to go. Down 6. 55-50, or 56-50 it is. Griggs toss it inside there to Bandy. Flips up the shot. Whoa, what a tough shot for Will.
Shot that time on the curl.
His first 2 of the second half. 13 for Bandy. And a foul from behind as Withrow reached around to Payne.
And that will put Adair in the bonus right here. Anthony Payne, who was shooting, I think you said 90%.
I don't think you want to put anybody at the line.
He was 90% before the game, but he has missed a couple tonight.
Really don't know who you foul on this team that's out there on the floor right now. Shot's good for Payne. Had one taken away from him a while ago on a lane violation.
Well, they're not going to get a lane violation down.
No.
Since they have nobody on the line.
57-52 Adair County, 58-52. 2-possession game. Trojans down with 3 minutes to play. Withrow sends it over to Griggs. Griggs into the middle, off to Withrow. Withrow is going to be fouled, and it'll be on Simpson.
That's going to put us to the line right there. They switched to a 1-3-1. It takes a lot just to figure out defensively what they're in. And that's particularly difficult on a young team with young guards. So Gavin needs to step up there. We need to score when the clock is stopped.
Tyler Bush for Will Bandy. Landon Keys back in the game.
Yeah,
so
it's clearly for we're going to play a little offense-defense right here.
Withrow, 74% foul shooter on the year. Puts it up too strong. Bush with the offensive board. Back up and missed it. Rebound to Richardson.
It's going to be foul number 5 right there. Yeah, good call right there.
And that's going to be 5.
Yeah, on Adair County.
Richardson. Foul out of the game.
And he could get teed up if he's not careful.
With 2:48 to play. Little confusion going on.
Yeah, you get 20 seconds to get your to get your player out of the game on that. And it's not really supposed to be a timeout. I don't know. Did somebody call timeout because they're treating it like a timeout?
I didn't see anybody signal timeout.
Yeah, the officials don't think so. So evidently this is a player control foul, so there's not going to be any free throw shot.
Bandy will toss it in. Comes out to Withrow. Back in the corner to Griggs. Griggs out to Withrow. Right side key. Baseline shot by Niken. No. And Bandy trying to get the rebound. Going to be out of bounds to the Trojans.
You got to make those shots. That's a wide open 10-foot shot.
Trojans stack it up the right side of the free throw line. As Withrow tosses it up, knocked away, turnover. Underneath, layup, good.
It's another really unforced turnover on the inbounds play.
60-52, now down to 8 with 2:25 left to play. Withrow over to Griggs. Griggs can't penetrate. They go into Niken, trying to work his way into the lane. A foul called, and Niken will go to the line for 1-1.
Well, you need to make these. Like I said, you got to make free throws when the clock stops, especially when you're trailing.
Yeah, not much time left now. 2:19 down 8.
No, we've got not the best body language right now either. You can tell we're kind of frustrated. Had a nice lead, and wheels have just fallen apart in the second half.
Niken, 65.5% shooter, missed it.
Golly, we're missing a ton of free throws.
0 for 4 here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, it's hard to come back that way.
60-52. Here's Payne in a trap. Throws it across over to Brown, who's back in the game. Brown had it smacked out of his hands. They're going to call a foul. Don't think it was a push.
No, that was a correct call. You know, DJ Brown can go to the line. I don't think he's had a lot of attempts this year. I'd much rather him be at the line than Payne.
Yeah, I don't have any stats on Brown. One of the bonus for Brown. The shot goes up and in.
Free throw looks good, though.
Yep. They are 7 out of 8 from the line in the second half. 61-52 Adair County. Second shot is in there. Got the little roll. 62-52. Largest lead for Adair County. 2 minutes to play.
Adair back into a 1-3-1.
Withrow. Bounce pass left side key. He's in a trap. Feeds it to Niken, left of the lane. Dishes it down inside there. And here's Bandy. Reverses it up. It's good. And a foul.
Yeah, it was not an easy shot. Now we need to make the free throw. Or, as Jay said, we're 0 for our last 4.
4 on Corbin.
Cuts the lead to 8. Need to make this, cut it to 7 where we can jump into our press.
Yeah. Barren was 6 of 9 the first half, 0 for 4 in the second half. Bandy puts it up. It is good.
It enables us to set up our press right here, full court pressure.
Well, we've got to force some turnovers here quick with 1:54 left. Down 7, 62-55.
Adair has 4 guards in. They should have a pretty good ball handling team.
Ball comes into Pooler, who's back in the game now. He's not been on the floor for quite a while. Adair County breaks the pressure with 1:45 to play. Here's Brown in a trap. Gets rid of it off the left side, driving. Goes underneath the paint, a whistle, and an offensive foul. Going to be called on, I believe that's Corbin.
They give Mason Griggs credit. I think we may have got a break that time. Not for sure if that was a correct call, but we'll definitely take it.
He's the second player to foul out of the game.
Good job by Mason rotating. You have to take that chance if you get the call or don't get the call. That was the right play by Mason. Down 7. 3 would be great to get within 4, but we just need to score. And we've put in Tate Pointer, which I think is a good move right now. Maybe he can knock down a 3. Don't know what we're waiting for.
I don't either.
There's 10 players on the floor.
Well, let's see what we got. Updated score. Trojanets 31, Christian County 20 at halftime.
That's better.
And Clinton County 14, Metcalfe County 11 after 1 in the boys' game. On the Coca-Cola scoreboard. Trojans 7 down, 1:35 left. Key off to Pointer, back to Key, over to Withrow. Gonna have to think about a shot somehow. Pointer can't get free for one. And back over to Key on the right side. 1:22 left. Pointer back to Key. He'll fire it up. 3 in the air, short. Withrow with the rebound, trying to go back up. He got fouled and no call. Gonna get a Withrow reach-in foul. And that'll be his 3rd.
We had a good look that time.
Team's night.
A good look that time by, I believe it was Landon Key. That was a good looking 3.
Yeah.
Gavin got the rebound. A lot of contact on his shot, but that was a good look right there.
DJ Brown at the line, 2 for 2 here in this quarter. And the first one goes up, and it's good. 6 out of 7 in the fourth quarter for Adair County. 63-55 Indians. Brown for the second toss. It's on the way, and that goes in as well. 9-point Adair County lead, 64-55, 1:10 to play. Withrow over to Key on the left side. Back out to Withrow. Gonna have to think about it. Down to 1 minute to go. Go over to Pointer. Deep on the right. Withrow, 23-footer. Good.
Needed that one. Any chance of coming back, needed that one. It gets it within 6, which is actually 2 possessions.
Yeah.
The problem we have is they got so many guards on the floor and they're such good free throw shooters. It's kind of hard to get them to make a mistake. And when they're not going to turn it over and they're going to make free throws, then you almost have to go 3 for 2 each time.
South Warren leads Glasgow 25-19 at halftime in the boys' game.
I would call that an upset.
And I think that's all I got right now. 56.6 to go. 64-58 Adair County. Trojans led by 9 at halftime.
Up at least 12 in the third quarter one time. And then, boy, the momentum just totally shifted. Got to watch the run out right here. And we're in denial all over the court.
It was 41-29 at one time. Brown on a run out. And that one's going to go out of bounds.
Great job that time. We should get the ball underneath their own basket. That was a good job of reading that. Gavin left his man and played that like a good defensive back in football, and that's a great opportunity right now. They threw it so long, nobody touched it. So see if we can score again on the inbounds play. We have wore them out on inbounds plays right here.
Bandy and Pointer back in. And we're going to timeout. Coach Warren Cunningham. 56.6 full timeout. Trojans down 64-58. And the Trojans, again, free throws 1 of 5 in the fourth quarter, where Adair County has hit 7 of 8. That's the difference in the game on the board.
That is, and turnovers. We've made a lot of mistakes, and if you want to be real, the 2 technicals have really hurt us as well. They've converted on pretty much every one of the free throws, and in the last technical, it was a 5-point possession because they made the 2 free throws, plus they made the 3 in the corner, and that was a big change in momentum. Both teams now have 1 timeout left, and you can't. That was the best situation we could have come up with that last time to basically cause the turnover on the inbounds play.
Yep. Adair County's had 2 players to foul out, Devin Richardson and Byron Corbin. But they've got 5 guards on the floor right now. And Withrow will toss it in right of the bucket. Withrow looking in the corner. Corner, 3 in the air, short. Rebound comes off the Bandy, spin move, whistle, and we're going to get a foul.
Well, that's another good inbounds play. I tell you what, Tay Pointer had a great look from the 3 and just missed it. And Will gets the offensive rebound, and again, we got an opportunity to score 2 with the clock stopped.
Bandy needs to hit these. He's only 4 of 8 from the line. That one drops in. Took some rim, but it went down. 64-59.
Yeah, Griggs and Bush checking in. Bush is going to come in for Bandy if he makes the free throw.
Will Bandy. Second toss is good. Now it's 64-60.
I bet you they don't do the run out this time.
Probably not. 52.2 to play. Brown gets the ball in play to Pooler.
That's a good one to foul.
Pooler in the backcourt, and it's deflected. It goes out of bounds. Bush got his hands on it.
Yeah, the one player that looks shaky to me is Lucas Pooler. He is a freshman, started, but he normally doesn't start and has not played a lot. I would foul him or trap him if he gets it.
Brown looking, gets it in play to Payne. He may have got away with a walk. Trying to go up the baseline. He's cut off. Cross-court pass comes to Pooler. You have to think about a foul here. And it will be called against either Knockett or Key. They both reached in.
That's okay, because that's the sophomore that time. Now 24 for them. Bryce Starks is a good 3-point shooter, but we'll see if he can make a big free throw.
From the free throw line, they got him listed on the stats 57%.
Yeah, you don't have a lot of choices, but I can tell you don't want to foul Payne.
No. Here's his shot. It's up, and it is no good.
And again, they have nobody on the line, so they're not attempting to even go for the offensive rebound.
36.6 to play, 64-60. Adair County. Starks back in the line for one more. And it's on the way. He got that. Still a 2-possession game, 36.6. Has the ball inbounds to Withrow. Withrow trying to get it up court, 33 seconds left. Withrow trying to make a move, goes in the lane, a runner. Got it up out.
Yeah, they went man-to-man that time, and Gavin just beat him off the dribble that time, kind of giving Adair a little bit of their own medicine. Has got an opportunity to cut it to 2 if he can make the free throw right here.
Foul is on Pooler, his 4th. And Withrow, all 8 of his 10 points here in the fourth quarter, 2 threes. Free throw is up, it is good.
It would be nice to foul the freshman here. They got trap Payne.
65-63. Foul on Griggs.
I don't think he really aimed to foul that time. That was a little shaky on that call. But I don't think you can argue with this official.
Yeah. Payne at the line for 2 shots.
Yeah, he has missed a few, but he's 90% on the year. He missed it.
He missed it.
We got to get another defender on the lane right now. There we go. He missed it short of all places.
27.1 to play. Barren down 65-63. And Payne for Adair County back at the free throw line for his second shot. It goes up. He got that.
Now we don't have to have a three. A three would be nice to tie, but you don't have to have one here.
And Withrow coming down in a hurry. Going to the bucket. Puts it up. It is no good, but gets a foul with 22.5 to play. The foul is going to be on Pooler.
And that's why, defensively, the more I've watched the game since I've been out of coaching, I don't like playing man a lot late in the game if you're ahead, because all teams do now is just drive it on you, and oftentimes you get that call. I mean, it's really hard to guard somebody going full speed to the basket. And this is a great situation. We can cut it to one with the clock stopped, and there's all kinds of time. 22 seconds left.
Gavin Withrow, 2 shots. First one, got it. Perfect. 66-64. Trojans down 2 with 22.5 to play. And Withrow puts it in the air. Got it. 1-point ball game with 22 seconds to play. Here's Brown. Dumps it off. Feeds it underneath, and it's a layup. Good for Burton. 67-68-65 with 11 seconds to play. And timeout by the Trojans. Down 3 with 10.8.
Yeah, ideally that last time we probably should have fouled. We had an opportunity to foul 2 kids, and we just didn't foul, and that led to a wide open layup, and that's the one thing you did not want to give up that time, a wide open layup, especially when you're up 1. You want to foul when you're up 1 that way, once you don't get the trap. So now, we still have plenty of time, 10.8. By calling timeout, it kind of tells me we're going to probably set something up for a 3. We're out of timeout, so you really almost have to go for a 3 now. Even it's 10.8, but unlike the college game, and I like the college game better in a lot of regards. In the college game, if you make a shot, the clock stops under a minute. And in high school, the clock runs. So even if we get a quick 2, it's not going to help us because they're probably not going to take the ball out. It's 10.8 right now, so you almost have to go for the 3. Now there is a philosophy you don't see it a lot in high school, where sometimes in the college game too, they foul before you get a 3 up. It's a little early to do that, so I don't know if Coach Breeze would do that or not. I think it's a little early. If you're ever going to do it, I think you do it under 5, not at 10.8. See if we can get a shot from a corner right here off the side out of bounds.
Withrow in the key, back to Withrow. 9 seconds to play. Back over goes to Pointer. He'll give it to Withrow. Dumps it back to Pointer. 3 ball in the air. Go!
And you got to give the team credit. You got to give Pointer credit. And you got to give Will Bundy credit on that. And ultimately, you got to give Coach Cunningham credit. That was a great set that time. Great set, because basically it was a little reverse action, and that is so hard to guard. Everybody thought the ball was going to the right side, and that's where it went at first, and they reversed it back to Pointer, who got basically a flare screen, which is like a back screen from Bandy. Got a great screen and freed him up.
So we go to overtime, 4-minute overtime here in Columbia. 68-68 on Tate Pointer's 3-point shot. That's his 3rd People's Bank 3 tonight.
And couldn't come at a better time. And that looked
Absolutely.
Good. We had the angle, too. It was a great angle.
Yeah.
But I can't tell you from a coaching perspective, what a great call and execution right there. And that's not something you just draw up. They worked on that right there. And that flare screen was perfect.
4-minute overtime here at Adair County. And they have 3 players that have fouled out. Pooler, Richardson, and Corbin. Coach Payne still on the court.
Yeah, Corbin is their big loss. I mean, he's a really good player.
Starks has 4 on him.
Payne has not. Does Payne even have a foul?
He's got 1. So Aiden Nyken in the jump circle for Barren. It'll be Kai Burton for Adair County.
Man, what a game of momentum.
As we go to overtime here. And Nyken easily gets the tap to Key. See if the Trojans can score here in the first possession in overtime.
3-2 zone for Adair.
Key Looking. Straight away over to Withrow. Withrow. Back to Key. Key looking for Pointer in the corner. Can't shoot. Cross-court pass back over to Withrow on the right side. Back to Pointer. He's open. Lets it fly. No good. Trying to get his own rebound. He does. He's trapped in the corner. And a double dribble.
I must have been blocked because I really didn't see it. But I didn't see an argument from our bench, so that tells me it's probably a good call.
So Adair County with a basketball.
And they are in a 3-out spread right here.
As Kai Burton handles it down front. Back out to Payne. Started by Pointer. Behind the back dribble. Goes inside. Spin move to the free throw line.
Good individual defense that time by Pointer on Payne.
Back it comes to Simpson. Simpson wants to drive against Key. Goes to the bucket. Throws it up. It's short. Rebound to Landon Key. Key will give it to Withrow.
Teed up. Yeah, I thought same guy that's called the first one, called the third, and I thought he was going to get Coach Breeze at first because Coach Breeze went after him hard, and he didn't team up, but he pointed to him, and Darren continued to mouth at him, and you're not going to get anything by that guy. That's just impossible.
Right. It's almost like he's got 6 eyes instead of 2.
I will say, part of what you have to do as a player is adjust. And I will say that, and this guy has been consistent all game. I mean, the first minute of the game, he had a huddle with some of the players. So, I mean, it is, after a while, you just have to know how the game is being called. And with that guy, you cannot talk to him or show him up. And that's just the way it is.
Withrow hit both technical free throws. The Trojans have taken a 70-68 lead now. And with the basketball with 2:46 to go in overtime. Withrow gives to Key. Key back to Withrow on the left side. Back to Key. You don't have to be in a big hurry either. 2-point lead if they're going to set back in that zone. Ooh, dangerous pass. Niken, right side, almost lost it. Pointer over to Withrow on the left. Backdoor pass. Niken missed it.
Missed a another perfect design play. Just missed the lay-in.
And Burton picks up his dribble, needs some help. Niken on him, giving it out to Brown. Brown against Bandy. He'll get rid of it over to Burton. And now Burton wants a screen out there, or somebody come get the pass. Brown's got it now. Back to Burton. Burton driving left. He'll give it off to Simpson. And that should be a travel.
It is. Tell you what, the first 2 possessions this second half defensively, our man-to-man defense has been super. Really nice job. It's 2. You can't hold it right now. It's 151. We're only up 2. I think you play, but you want obviously a good shot, and they just switched to man.
Withrow handles it.
And we have a good matchup with Will Bandy. If we can get Will the ball, I think he will score off against DJ Brown.
And here's Key with it out top. Trying to go left, reverses back right. Getting a lot of pressure out there from Burton. Got his hands on him. They call a 5-second count.
That's a bad call. I tell you what, same guy. I really think the other 2 officials are pretty good, to be honest with you. I mean, Sargent's called a really good game. I think the other guy's fine. This guy,
I don't know. It's Payne giving it off in the corner. Burton's going to fire. He missed it. Hit the side of the backboard. And here comes Bandy racing out of there with it. Bandy stopping in the lane. Put it up and got fouled. No whistle. Adair County with it. 1:08 to play in overtime. Barren with a 2-point lead. Payne against Pointer. And we're going to get a double foul. A double foul. And we're going to put it on Adair County's DJ Brown, his second. And Will Bandy, that is his 4th. So, a double foul. Ball will come into Brown. Bandy's on the bench now. Brown leaves it off in the corner. 55 seconds to go in overtime. Comes out to Payne. Payne gets a screen. Out to Brown between the circles. Left side is Burton. Back to Brown. Brown. And what do we got here?
Timeout. Adair County.
42.9 to play in overtime. Barren County 70, Adair County 68. The Coca-Cola timeout here.
This has been an interesting game. It's been a fun game. I tell you what, it's you know, I was worried how we lost that lead, and lost that 12-point lead. It looked like we were beat. We were down 8 with 2 minutes to go. With actually down 8 with about 1:40 to go. And I was worried about how that would affect us because I thought we lost our composure there and got very frustrated. And then we made some super plays down the stretch, which is all that can do for a young team. That you just kind of bank those experiences, making shots, making threes, and then executing. It'd be a shame if we lose this game. We're up 2. It's a long way to go with 42 seconds to go, but I tell you what, I've seen a lot of good things in this game tonight, win or lose. And it's not been a really easy environment this second half, too. And this one official has made it, you have to adjust to, to be honest with you, and he's not the easiest person to adjust to at times.
Burton will toss it in. He gets it out to Brown. Brown can't shoot. He's still on the dribble against Bush. Hands it off to Payne. 35 seconds to go. Payne on the move against Pointer. Spin move, free throw line. Pulls back, jumper, no!
Great defense by Tay Pointer.
And rebound, we're going to call jump ball. My goodness alive.
Same guy.
So Adair County gets it on the alternating possession.
Great defense again. Timeout, Adair.
Hey, on a double foul, does it not change possession? It's not.
And you can't, you just got to play through it. That's all, all I can tell you right now. You can't argue.
Did it change possession?
I think so.
They didn't change it.
I don't know. They didn't.
No.
It should be, I don't know. I don't think they would change possession there.
Alternate possession on the double foul.
Yeah, missed that one. You missed that one.
You didn't, John?
All right, well, 26.9 to go. And Barron's up by 2. Adair County will keep the basketball.
Adair underneath the goal. Need another good defensive stand, and we have defensively been as good as we've been all year. This overtime.
Yep. Burton will toss it in. Throws it out front to Simpson. 24 seconds to play. Simpson against Key. Drives. Pulls up with a jumper. Got it.
Tough shot. Need one shot on this one. We got 12 seconds. Don't want to shoot too early.
And go get a timeout. Trojans with 10.2. And it's 70-70.
Well, the last time we were in this position, we were down 3 with 10.2 and executed an outstanding play where Tay Pointer made the 3 to send it in overtime. Let's see what we can draw up this time. Now the dynamics are different. If I'm Adair County, I don't think I'm going to play man. They don't look like to me they're very comfortable playing man. And when we made the 3, they were playing man. And obviously, you want to take that away from us. You got to draw up 2 plays if I'm Coach Cunningham. One, you got to, something for a man-to-man, and the other one, what happens if they go zone? And I expect they will be in the zone. The one thing that you want to do, you would like to get a shot with about 4 seconds. Ideally, your shot would go up around 4 or 5 seconds, where if you miss, you have an opportunity for the rebound and put it back in. You don't want to shoot it too early, though, where you don't want Adair County have a shot at a last-second shot. And I'm surprised Adair is in a man-to-man. I'm very surprised, actually.
Withrow will toss it across the way. Withrow gets it into Niken, hands it back to Withrow. 8 seconds to play in overtime. Withrow spinning, looking, give it into Bush. Bush drives the bucket, puts it up. Oh, an offensive foul on Tyler Bush.
Yeah, I don't know if that's the right call or not.
1.7 to play.
Yeah, Tyler was kind of going across the lane right there, and it's a tough call. Didn't make the shot anyway. 1.7, you just don't want to foul. We got somebody on the back end here. We got a guard. All you do right here is keep them in front. Make them dribble and take a shot. Just don't let them get anything going long.
Right.
And don't foul.
Gonna have to get it in when they finally
That's
do.
fine. Don't
Simpson
foul.
will throw it up at the buzzer, and it goes over the backboard.
Let's play another one.
The officials want to stay another 4 minutes at least, don't they?
Well, we have a little history about playing double, triple, and quadruple overtimes in the last couple of years. Every time we play Monroe, it's double or triple overtime. Every time we played Glasgow last year, what was that, triple overtime in the district?
Yeah.
So,
we had quadruple one time.
The one advantage that we do have is they've had 3 people foul out. That's the one advantage that we do have. The advantage they have, it's on the road, and I'm a little shaky with this one official, to be quite honest with you.
Very shaky.
And I give Coach Cunningham a lot of credit. He knows not to say anything to it. Sometimes our kids don't know, and even if you react wrong, you could be in trouble. Now, I will say he's a little consistent. He teed up Adair County as well.
He did. Yeah.
So, 70-70. Not a lot of points scored that quarter. What was that, two apiece?
That was it.
That was it.
Yep. Trojanettes lead 47-37 heading into the fourth quarter over Christian County. So now we go to the second 4-minute overtime here in Columbia. 70-70 the score. And again, it's Niken in the jump circle with Burton from Adair. Easy tip to Withrow.
Man-to-man by Adair.
Withrow works it left, looking right, goes to Niken, working underneath, puts it up. He got fouled, no call. And Adair County comes up with it. They'll give it off on the right side to Starks. Starks, you can't let him shoot. He's hit 3 threes in this game. Brown's got it now against Tyler Bush. Working it along the right side, reverses back left. He'll give it back out to Payne. Now over to Brown. 3:22 left in the second overtime period.
Not much offense. It's just spread out, and they're going to see who they can beat off a dribble.
And they're going to put the foul on Tyler Bush. That's 4 on Tyler Bush.
Yeah, I don't know what to say about that one. Just not a lot of, you could call that on either side, offense or defense on that one.
First free throw, good for Brown. Well, he's 5 out of 5. And he hits that one. 6 for 6 for DJ Brown. Adair County takes a 72-70 lead in double overtime. As Withrow bounces it off the Bush at the left elbow, turns with it, goes to the bucket, puts it up, it's good. Man got fouled.
That's a good athletic play that time by Tyler.
We're tied now at 72. 2:53 left in the second overtime period. Brown's got it here out front of the near side, putting down the dribble. Leaves it out there with Simpson. And now Simpson will toss it to Brown.
Again, this is just one-on-one. They're going to try to drive and get a shot or a foul.
Brown had it smacked loose. It's loose on the floor, but picked up by Burton. Now Burton looking. Wants to drive with the top of the key. Backs away from Niken, gives it to Brown. Goes, oh, that should be a walk. They're going to call a foul.
He's going to call it on Landon Key, maybe? Yeah, that was very close to a walk that time. Didn't get the call. Tell you what, our man-to-man defense has been really, really good in overtime. Yeah.
Payne at the line. Shot is good.
The one guy you don't want to foul.
73-72 Adair County. 2:12 in the second overtime period. Gets them both. Trojans need to score this trip. Down 74-72. Gavin Withrow across the midcourt stripe. Right elbow push. Gives it off the corner. One dribble, pump fake, puts it up. It's good. 74 all.
Big back at that time by Tay Pointer.
Payne with it out front against Pointer. Minute 45 left in the second OT. Burton brings it out front now on the dribble against Niken. Hands it back off to Payne. Crossover dribble, heading down to the lane. Spin move, goes up with a jumper, fall away. Got it.
Good defense. There's nothing you can do about that. That's just a fall away shot in the lane. That's a good defense.
76-74. Minute 23 left in the second overtime. Barren down 2. Withrow. Getting pressure from Payne. Wants to drive. Dumps it off there to Niken. Spin move. Scoop shot. Up. Go.
That's a tough shot, too. That's the old spin and scoop.
Down to a minute to play in the second overtime. We're tied at 76. Payne with it for Adair County out front. Against Pointer. Gets rid of it to Burton. Burton brings it out front. Now against Niken. Trying to take him one-on-one. Almost lost it. Spin move. Now gets rid of it over to Brown. Down to 45 seconds to play. Brown looking, still looking. Throws it over to Burton. Burton with Aiden Niken putting pressure on him. Almost lost the handle. Get a timeout.
I'll tell you what, after watching the college game and the women's game with 30-second shot clock, this is the type where you'd like to have a shot clock. Because all Adair is doing is it's a flat 3-out spread, and they'll dribble it for 30-40 seconds until they find the right matchup, and then they'll try to take the shot. Very, very hard to defend, and I think we've really defended well. The best I've seen us all year. But it's going to be 76-76 with 33 seconds left in double overtime with Adair with the ball. Sometimes the hardest thing to do in this situation is to get the ball in. So we'll see if we'd like to put a little pressure on the inbounds player. Because what Adair will probably try to do now, they got 33 seconds, and they've got the right type of team to do it. If I'm Adair, I'm going to try to hold it for the last shot. We don't really have the type of personnel right now to put a lot of pressure. Now, I would like to pressure number 1, who has it a lot, DJ Brown. I do think we can put a little heat on him, but other than that, it's kind of hard to put a lot of pressure on him. Other than this inbounds. And Burton, I'm not sorry, it's the best player. Payne's taking it out. He'll probably get the ball right back to him.
Brown on the dribble, wanting Payne to come get it. Circles out with it with 28 seconds to play. Payne against Aiden Niken.
First time they've been matched up.
Payne, 20 seconds left in double overtime. Bounce pass to the right side. Simpson brings it back out. 14 seconds to play. Simpson against Landon Key.
A count. Should be a count.
And Simpson.
5 seconds off finally.
After about 10 seconds.
Yeah. Well, the wrong guy was counting. The guy that made the quick count was underneath the goal.
So Trojans basketball going to get a timeout here with 5.6 to go in double overtime. The Trojans will have the basketball.
5.6, and we've got to go. We've got plenty of time, but we've got to go about 3/4 of the way down the floor. Now, again, if I'm Adair, I'm playing zone. make us make a three. But the last time this happened, they went man.
Yeah.
And I hope they do go man, because if they go man, what it does is it will open driving lanes for us. So we'll see what Coach Breeze wants to do. He's played every defense known to mankind. So we'll see. I think the zone may be the best play right here, but who knows? If it's man, you got like Niken or Gavin getting the ball and it's just going right to the rim with it.
Yep. 76-76.
I didn't think at halftime it'd be double overtime.
No.
When we had an 8-point lead.
Actually 9, and we had an 11-point lead.
And I didn't think with 2 minutes to go in the game it'd be double overtime, so we were down 8.
Withrow will toss it in with 5.6 to play. Barren and Adair tied at 76.
They have gone zone, which I think is the right move.
And Withrow will toss it in. Niken comes to get it. He's got it. Wants to drive. Splits the defenders. In training. Got it! Game's over. Trojans win it. 78-76 in double overtime on Aiden Niken's shot.
Well, we got it exactly who we wanted to. We either wanted to be Gavin or we wanted Niken. And what you wanted is take it right to the basket, and that's exactly, we got them spread out. They weren't in a real zone. They were kind of in a spread out, kind of more of a 1-2-2 kind of spread out, and it enabled Niken to just basically take it 65 feet right to the rim and make the shot. Great win for the Trojans.
78-76 your final in double overtime. Trojans go to 6-6 on the year. Adair County falls to 7-7 on the season. We'll come back with the CPC Commodities postgame report in a moment. You're following Barren County Sports on 103.7 Nash Icon.